What's up, YouTube? It's your boy David. What's up? Make sure you hit the like button, comment, subscribe button. We back another video. Listen, Sunday, you gotta give praise to the Lord. But you know, we gonna do a lot of videos today. Got some great content. But you know, I'm a 2000 guy. I'm a 90s 2000 baby, 90 baby. So you know, grew up in 2000. So I got number fun 2000 stories and videos and stats and facts and fun facts about basketball, football, sports, it's music, culture, MOC. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Talk about Shaquille O'Neal. Let's talk about Shaquille O'Neal dominance in the 2000s. Talk about the Finals MVP. Let's give him his flowers, and then we're gonna spray a little stain on it. Shaquille O'Neal 35.6 points a night in the NBA Finals versus Rick Smith, Dikembe Mutombo, some white guy from New Jersey Nets, and Kenyon Martin, and guys like that, right? Really dominant. Three-time Finals MVP, 3 state championships, only 3-peat. The last 3-peat that been done, him and Kobe did it in the professional sport. So you don't do that. You don't do that with just averaging 35.6 points a night just when you reach the NBA Finals, right? You need another guy to go along with you. You need another Superman. You need a Batman, Superman. You know, Batman and Robin can't go three times in a row. Unless you Michael and Scotty. We tried it. Steph Curry kind of injuries prepare them. The injuries start hurting Kevin Durant. That's why they didn't go 3 times in a row. They would have went 3 times in a row. How great they was. But this video is about Shaquille O'Neal dominance of lack thereof dominance when it came to Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan, as I always say, Bleach Report got number 7 all time. I believe he's the best rim protection player of all time. One of the best defensive player of all time. I do believe that. Funny thing about Shaquille O'Neal dominance, you know, he had to play against Timmy, like, I want to say, like, to go to 3 state finals, he had to play against Timmy twice to reach them, and he only averaged, I think they played against 2 or 3 times. I think they played against each other 3 times to get to the finals. In those times, he only averaged 20 and 30 career games. You just seen the thumbnail, only 22 points a night against Tim Duncan. I want to know why he went from, why when you go to the finals, he averaged 30. People, Bleach Report, Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith, T-Mac, all the guys pop is they want to play with Shaq, Can y'all tell me, can y'all give me the story why he didn't average 35.6 against Tim Duncan, Dave Robinson? I need to know this stat for my psyche. I need to know. I need to know what's going on with Shaquille O'Neal when he got a 13-point drop off when he played in the NBA Finals against the Eastern Conference, and when he played against Tim Duncan and Dave Robinson off that fat Chris Webber. I want to know why he ain't the same dominant. Because I know Michael Jordan, even when he was getting swept and getting cooked by he dropped 60+ points in a playoff game against Larry Bird. Even though he was getting cooked 3 times in a row versus Detroit, he's averaging over 30. He was getting cooked by the Celtics, averaging over 30. Iron sharpen iron. Against these all-time greats, Hall of Famers, defensive team, Joe Dumars, Isaiah Thomas, Dennis Rodman, Michael Jordan was averaging over 30. Better than his career average. I want to know why Shaquille O'Neal went from 35.6 points a night in the NBA Finals to 22 points against Tim Duncan. I need to know that. We need to demand answers from these journalists that say he was the most dominant. I need to know that. Not that I need to know that. We all need to know that, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a hit piece on Shaquille O'Neal. This is just holding the media accountable. Because we was there in the 2000s. We need to understand why Kobe Bryant averaged over 28 points a night against Tim Duncan in the Spurs, and Shaq averaged 22. We need to know that. We need to do true journalism work. I want true journalism work in the media. That's why niggas are getting fired. That's why you got Joy Taylor fired, didn't know what the fuck you talking about. You got Emmanuel Acho fired, talking basketball, don't know what the fuck you talking about. You got Keisha and Justin fired, don't know what the fuck you talking about basketball. Why? These niggas don't know what they talking about, so they get fired. Because people gonna react to true journalists. That's why independent YouTuber and podcasts is popping. Now we need to know. I need to know. Why? Because when Kobe go against Bruce Bowen, he averaged 53% shooting, and Tim Duncan. In 2008 NBA Western Conference Finals. Kobe doing that. When Kobe Bryant playing against Raja Bell, he averaging over 30 with his Suns. When Kobe playing against Michael Petras, he averaging over 32. Michael Petras and Courtney Lee, he averaging over 32. When he playing against Grant Hill, Jason Richardson, he averaging over 33. When he playing against Kenyon Martin and Marcus Camby, and he averaging over 32, 34. When he playing against Tim Duncan, David Robinson, he averaging over 33. When he playing against first team defense Doug Christie, he averaging over 35. When he playing against, his numbers don't stop. His numbers just go down when he got the furthest Shaq in the finals because he gotta appease Shaq, and it's just easy to Shaq to dominate. This my theory. Kobe just had to dial back his scoring powers in the finals because it was so easy for Shaq to dominate niggas that we don't even know these niggas' names today. And they was garbage and they sucked, so it's just easy to give him the ball, won an easy championship because they won competitive, and won a championship. I think that's what happened in the finals. But we want to use that on Bleacher Report in these lists and say Shaq was the most dominant. When you come look at it, even when we had first team All-NBA Penny Hardaway against Hakeem averaging over 30, 50+% from the, I think he's almost 50%, 30+. Shaq averaging 28. Why he 22? So it's 22 versus Tim Duncan and 28 versus it's 38 versus it's 28 versus Hakeem. When are we going to get into the 35 points a night, Shaq? If he's the most dominant force we ever seen. For that 3-year period, he ain't never averaged over 30 versus Tim Duncan. Like, we need to understand this for our psyches, our 90s babies, us 2000s, the people that's growing up now and want to run with the narratives that the mainstream media, because they want to tear apart Kobe, because LeBron James playing everybody in club sports and Bleacher Report and got relationships with all these networks and having niggas paid on TV to talk down on Kobe. We need to we need a real true basketball journalist to dissect it, contextualize it. T-Mac, tell the people at home. You just don't come on in, we're gonna break down that video. Why T-Mac didn't average 30 points versus Tim Duncan? Why he wasn't dominating Hakeem? We need to know that if Shaq was that dominant, he supposed to be dominating anybody. I just read off how Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant dominated first team all defense and all great defense team. Oh, versus Tony Allen, just versus one of the great defenses ever in Boston Celtics in 2010. He averaged over almost 28.6 a night versus Tony Allen, KG, Ray Allen, Rondo, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Kenny Perkins. And 08, he averaged over 25 versus Tony Allen, again, Boston Celtics again. It's not 22 points like Shaq doing, right? Why? My teachers always ask me the same why. Why when Shaq dominated versus the better competition? Why? This is my theory. Kobe had to be the better scorer because he can score against any defense anytime. He's the most skilled player ever. Use Kobe against the better competition. And when we get to the NBA Finals, we want to win a championship and not making. And these guys are not competitive. Get the ball to Shaq and let Shaq dominate. It's pretty very simple and plain to me. It's not even hard to grasp. But if you have people in the media who want to tell you fake stories, then you're gonna believe it. And that's my take. Like this video, comment this video. I'll see you next one. See you on next one. Peace.